Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Arizona Diamondbacks vs Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago White Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays, Texas Rangers vs Cleveland Indians, San Francisco Giants vs New York Mets, Washington Nationals vs Miami Marlins, and Cincinnati Reds vs Milwaukee Brewers, which are happening on Wednesday, August 25, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Pittsburgh Pirates. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Pittsburgh Pirates. Tyler Gilbert is one of those experiments they are trying on the mound. He has a 1-1 record this season with a 2.04 ERA in 17 innings pitched. In his last game, he pitched 5 innings allowing 4 earned runs. In a game against the Padres, however, he threw a no-hitter in his first big league start. Pittsburgh won for the third time in 4 games as they rallied to win the opener of this set Monday night. My betting advice for that game is to pick Pittsburgh Pirates. Chicago White Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Chicago White Sox have been a solid offensive team this year as they are 9th in baseball with a .749 OPS. They have the ability to force the pitcher to throw strikes as they are 6th in MLB with 459 team walks, or 3.61 per game. Chicago has been scoring runs at a good rate throughout the month of August as they are averaging 4.62 runs per game in their first 21 games this month. First baseman Jose Abreu is the reigning AL MVP and has been putting together a good season of his own here as he is posting an .824 OPS with 26 home runs and 96 RBI this year. If Chicago can keep scoring, they will be a tough team to face off against. The Blue Jays are unlucky to being part of what might be the toughest division in the American League, if not baseball as a whole. In other situations, they might be in a good spot for a run at the playoffs, but this season will take a minor miracle for them to sneak in. The AL East seems out of reach due to the fact that they would have to jump 3 probably playoff teams. In the wild card race, they are 5.5 games back of Boston for the final wild card spot, and with still 3 games left against Chicago this week could see that number only grow. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago White Sox. Texas Rangers vs Cleveland Indians. The Texas Rangers have been the worst offensive team in the majors this season as their .660 OPS is dead last in the sport. However, their run-scoring ability has they are averaging 3.81 runs per game this season. The Cleveland Indians are 61-62 on the season, second in the AL Central, 10 games behind the White Sox. At the trade deadline, Cleveland was a big seller, shipping away relief pitcher Phil Maton, second baseman Cesar Hernandez, and outfielder Eddie Rosario. In Tuesday's loss, the Indians went 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. First baseman Yu Chang went 2 for 4 and hit his 4th home run of the season in the loss. The Rangers are struggling on the road this year, though, as they have a .636 OPS with 3.61 runs per game in their 62 games away from Texas this season. Shortstop Isaiah Kiner Falefa has been struggling a bit offensively this season as he has a .667 OPS with 7 home runs and 40 RBI with 16 stolen bases on 21 attempts. If the Rangers can figure out how to score a crooked number for their rookie pitcher here, that will really help him. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cleveland Indians. San Francisco Giants vs New York Mets. The Giants played well over the past week and they've won 5 of their last 7 games. They have a 2.5 game lead over Los Angeles in the NL West standings and will try to increase their lead with a win over the Mets, which will give them their 6th win in their last 8 games. New York had lost 3 straight and 8 of their previous 9 games before coming up with a victory in the finale of their 4-game road set with the Dodgers Sunday. The Mets entered Tuesday 3rd in the NL East, 6.5 games behind the Braves for the division lead. In the NL wild card picture, the team stood 7 games behind the Reds for the second wild card spot. My betting advice for that game is to pick San Francisco Giants. Washington Nationals vs Miami Marlins. The Washington Nationals are 4th in baseball in team batting average at .258, have the 10th best slugging percentage at .417, and have scored the 18th most runs with 545. Juan Soto has been Washington's best overall hitter this season, and the left fielder is tied for the lead in home runs with Josh Bell at 20, and is the leader in RBIs with 67, while Bell has 66. However, the next closest home run hitter Ryan Zimmerman has only 11, and the next closest in RBIs is Zimmerman with 40. It's a problem when you consider the fact that Washington's pitching rotation sits in the bottom half of the league right now in ERA. So it isn't like the Marlins are being held in check by the Los Angeles Dodgers or San Francisco Giants. Miami has only scored 1 run in 3 of their last 5 meetings with the Nationals. The Nationals aren't the only team going young at pitcher for this game. The Marlins are expected to start Edward Cabrera as well. The 23-year-old righty will officially be appearing in his first MLB start in the big league on Wednesday. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the moment against a division rival that has dominated the regular season series. Washington traded away 43 of its 138 home runs when dealing Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber. My betting advice for that game is to pick Washington Nationals. Cincinnati Reds vs Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee will send right-handed ace Brandon Woodruff to the hill at Miller Park for the second game of its divisional battle versus the Reds. Despite posting a 2.48 ERA in 24 starts, Woodruff enters Wednesday's contest with a 7-7 overall record. While run support has been a problem for the right-hander at times this season, he will take the mound at Miller Park in hopes of rebounding from his worst start of the 2021 campaign. In his previous trip to the mound, Woodruff allowed 6 earned runs, including 2 home runs in a loss versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Luis Castillo has been pitching pretty well this season according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 87th percentile in barrel percentage, 71st percentile in XSLG, 71st percentile in chase rate, and 63rd percentile in average exit velocity. His 88.2 mph exit velocity is the highest against him since 2018. Castillo has a 4-pitch arsenal: fastball, changeup, sinker, slider, and the slider has been his best pitch as it has a .155 batting average with a .298 slugging percentage. This will be his 6th start against the Brewers this season alone, as he is 0-2 in 29 innings and allowed 9 runs on 17 hits with 2 hit by pitches, 19 walks, and 33 strikeouts. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cincinnati Reds. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.